What is up, guys? Patrick from Nintendo Talk here, back with a brand new video, and this time we're reporting on some news, and interestingly enough, the news is surrounding the Nintendo Switch Online. Now, the source of this news comes from a Twitter user called AK Family Home. I will link his Twitter in the description if you guys want to check out the tweet and the pictures for yourself. But essentially, leaflets, so advertising, little brochures, were distributed in Nintendo-partnered stores in Hong Kong for the Nintendo Switch Online launch. Now, these advertisement pamphlets are pretty standard. You know, they go over what features you're going to be getting from the Nintendo Switch Online. So they have pictures in here of the cloud service and a big advert for Tetris 99, which seems to be the reason to get Nintendo Switch Online. They show the pricing structures and what we're going to be talking about today. They show down below, they show the NES/Famicom games that come with the service already. Now, everything seems pretty standard, nothing suspicious yet. However, and I'll post this right on the screen for you right now, under the NES and Famicom game listings, there is, in tiny print, a little sentence. Now, translated, this says, NES/Famicom games will stop being added to the Nintendo Switch Online service after a certain period of time. Okay, so let's digest this information right now, and I'll give you kind of my quick thoughts about all this. So the first thing is, I'm actually not too surprised. I mean, to think that Nintendo would add all of their NES games, at least the ones that they still have licenses for, to this service is kind of unrealistic. I mean, what we have so far is a pretty good amount. I mean, it's comparable to like the NES Classic, so the value is there. Now, the big thing is, and you know, a lot of people with the service will say, is that, you know, the service isn't worth it. You know, there's not a lot of features to it, and taking away probably the best feature of this service is kind of a big hit. It does suck. For me personally, NES games in 2019, they don't really excite me. I mean, when new games are added to the service, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a 20-minute novelty thing, and then I'll forget about it. I'll go back to my other games. But to eliminate this, you know, part of the service is kind of a big hit to Nintendo customers. Now, the second part to this is I'm actually kind of excited. This allows Nintendo to start doing things, and it's already been rumored. This allows Nintendo to start adding maybe games from different consoles. Maybe we start getting Super Nintendo games. Maybe we start getting N64 games. And that excites me because as we see it now, the Nintendo Switch Online service, as bare bones as it might be, the value is there. And what they've done with these NES games is, you know, they've given us 2 or 3 a month, which is decent. I mean, any more than that, I think, would be overkill. You know, especially with all of us in our backlogs, I think any more than 2 or 3 would be way too much. And what they've also been doing is giving us pretty good games, not a lot of shovelware. And they've also been giving us SP versions of games, which that's really interesting. And if you carry that over to, say, the Super Nintendo or N64, that gets me excited because, you know, past the controller, playing Ocarina of Time with someone, or, you know, playing Donkey Kong Country online with someone, that excites me. So that part of the service I do like. The only thing about all of this information, which kind of makes it a little weird, is that there was no official announcement from Nintendo. This was just, you know, casually seen on a advertisement for the online service. I think it's something that all of us could have assumed, but it's kind of a little bit of a low blow. It feels like a little bit of a low blow from Nintendo because of the criticisms of the online already. If Nintendo had a giant online update and added some of the features that we want, you know, like messaging and stuff like that, and then said, oh, by the way, the NES games are ending and we're starting with Super Nintendo games, I think that would have been an easier transition. Now, I wouldn't even say that this is a leak. This is actually like an officially licensed advertisement from Nintendo. So it's a little bit of weird. I'm kind of excited to hear what you guys say in the comments. How do you feel about NES games eventually leaving the service? For me personally, I kind of saw this coming from a mile away. Definitely interested to see what you guys think. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you like what you see here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you will never miss a news update like this one. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.